Joyful, joyful Friday. Oh, I do not know if I can be heard. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Waiting for someone to join. Thank you for joining. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm trying out a new setup. If you can hear me okay, say you can hear me. Please drop a comment. If you can't hear me, let me know so I can switch my setup a little bit. Thank you for joining. Are you guys able to hear me? Please let me know. Yes? Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I am waiting for my business partner to join. Happy Friday. It's a double setup here for Instagram and Facebook, so I'm trying some things out. Today we are going to have our mindful moments and give some tips and tools and resources to help you deal with stress and challenges during this holiday season. So I'm just waiting for her to join me. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can share with her. Let's see. All right. So I am letting her know that I have started the live. How are you guys doing today? How is Friday going? Where are you tuning in from? I am from California, South Central, by way of the Inland Empire right now in Hemet, California. And we just had our time changed. Now, it's funny because I realized me and my partner, we live in different states. And we just realized that even though my time changed and went back, hers didn't. So we had to figure out, our time schedule. So is anybody going through anything because of the time change? Has that happened? It's getting darker earlier. Is that affecting you? It feels like right at 5 o'clock it's time to go to sleep. It's pitch black out there. So what's been going on during this last couple of weeks? Let me see. I'm still trying to get her to join. I might have to pause the live and come back on if she's not available to get on through this way. So excuse us for our technical difficulties. 1 second. Okay, excuse the technical difficulties. Let's see. All right, excuse the technical difficulties. I'm trying to see where is my partner, certified life coach, transformational coach, Miss Frankie. She is wonderful, and she is going to give us some tips or tools that we can be using. So I'm just waiting for her to join. And these tips or tools, they can be used at work. They can be used at home. These things are going to be things that you can use across the board. And I don't know if you guys caught our live last week, but we are giving tips and tools for the mind, the body, and the spirit. So I am going to, I think I'm going to end this live if she doesn't join in the next couple of minutes because something may be happening on her end and see what's going on with her. See, I think she said she's unable to join, so I don't know what's going on there. And this is a co-live, so I do not want to start without her. So let me see. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to see. Let me see. What is this? Request to join. Oh, here she is. Here she is. come on in. Join the live. Friday, November 8th. Oh, and I know everyone is reeling from election stuff. Hi.
Wow.
You
What
made
a
it.
day.
Happy
Oh,
Friday.
happy Friday. What craziness. And so here's the fun fact, right? And I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I'm sure you were speaking just now.
I was just
But
holding it down for you to come in.
right? Okay. Arizona does not move as far as the time is
Right.
concerned. And let me just tell you, I was like getting things done, taking care of things, and I'm just like, yep, I'm going to be there at 3:30. I'm going to be on time. And I was at 3:30 Arizona time, and I'm just like, what's happening? So thank you
And I
for
saw your
understanding.
live, so I was like, oh, maybe she's testing it out. And then when you text me, I'm like, oh, okay, you want? And then I'm like, I didn't put it together. I was like, it's 3:30 now. I'm like, no, it's 2:45. Like it's 2:30.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So I'm glad we worked that out. And I'm going to go ahead and share it with the viewers is that we will continue because we agreed to continue at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
So for us Arizonans, it's going to be at 4:30. So everybody else is going to be at 3:30. For us, it's at 4:30. So I wanted to make sure that we're all clear on that because, yeah, people were sending me texts here. They're here in Arizona, and they were just like, "Okay, I went on and I didn't see
No
anything."
live,
But
no live.
yeah, it's like,
Okay.
"Welcome to Arizona."
Right. Well, welcome to the week. I think
Right,
that is indicative to how the week has been, with the
right,
time changing back for some and not others.
yeah,
And then with the election, we're not going to get into who voted and why, but I know it has been a
right,
tense week for everyone out there. So let's get into why we are here with our
right.
mind, body, and spiritual tips, emotional tips to help people get through this tumultuous week and through this holiday season and all the election stuff and time
Right.
changes, all that, right?
Right. Absolutely. So if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and kick it off with
Yes.
the what are we starting with? Let's start with the mind.
Okay.
Okay. So the tip that I have for those that are viewing and will view this is setting realistic goals. Right. I think that during the holiday season and year round, to be quite honest, is that we tend to set so many goals, New Year's resolutions, and all that good stuff, and we bombard ourselves with so many different things to consider and to think about and to work on. And I think starting with small, realistic goals, don't put on your goal sheet that you're going to climb Mount Everest next week when you haven't been working towards that, right? So put something small, like you're going to go do a hike. I know here in Arizona we have like tons of hiking, and I know in California as well, but in Arizona we have tons of hiking places, stuff like that. So if you're going to your goal is to climb Mount Everest, start small, build your goals to manageable and more realistic and tangible goals that you can actually meet. So that's my first for the mind portion of it.
I love that. I love that. Be smart.
Yeah.
Be
Right.
realistic. It's okay,
Right.
you're shooting for the stars, but sometimes you have to be grounded and make it make
Right.
sense for those steps to come together to that whole piece. You have to bite off the whole
Absolutely.
elephant, but you can break it down into manageable steps, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that.
How about
Well,
yours?
for my mind tip, I actually was going to talk about visualization, and I was going to do like a 1 minute visualization exercise, but I don't know if you hear my voice is hoarse.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't know if it's a sexy voice. I don't know if this is my calming, meditative visualization voice.
Right.
But visualization, you can do 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You don't have to do it a long time, but get into a quiet space, close your eyes, and whatever it is that you want to accomplish for that one goal or that one thing, I want you to take a minute to 3 minutes to think about it. Not think about the what may happen and the negativity of it and all the problems or challenges, but I want you to visualize that outcome being successful. How do you
Right.
want it to go? So again,
Right.
we were going to begin with a calming mind, and you don't even need prior experience, and you're going to take a deep breath, take a deep breath in, take a deep
Right.
breath out. You can find these activities on YouTube. You can just search 1 minute, 2 minute guided visualization for success, for
Right.
stress relief, for accomplishing goals. You can actually target to what you are looking for. And yeah, so I'm not going to go ahead and read my visualization because I don't feel like my voice is it's nice and calm right now. But yeah, I would just encourage you guys. I do that often. I will go on YouTube for my visualization exercises. And visualization is a little bit different from meditation or mindfulness, because meditation and mindfulness, you're concentrating on your breath, you're concentrating on being present and in the moment and in this moment and releasing the past and releasing the future. In visualization, you're actually thinking about and picturing that outcome, that goal, that future, where you want
Right.
to go. Not necessarily about what you did last night or what happened last week. We don't want to visualize those things unless it's a situation where you like, I want to visualize how I can handle this better. So for
Right.
instance, arguments, if you felt like you could have dealt with that better, you can take 1 or 2 minutes and sit with yourself and visualize that argument, but visualize yourself responding better, visualize yourself being more calmer, visualize yourself using your coping skills. And so that could help you in the next situation, because there's always going to be a circumstance and situation and a next time to
Right.
practice. So that visualization technique can help get you to where you want to be. So that's my
Right.
mental tip of the day. Take 1 or 2 minutes and just visualize, if it's a losing weight, if it's getting a job, if it's releasing debt, whatever it is, visualize yourself accomplishing that, being successful, what it looks like, how you feel, what you're going to be wearing, how you're going to be talking, how's that ice cream going to taste when you get to that goal and you're able to celebrate. Whatever it is, bringing your five senses to that visualization, because the more you
Right.
can visualize it in your mind, the more it can be the real on the canvas of your life.
Right. No, that's excellent. I think that's fantastic. I actually used that technique yesterday. I'm losing track of days, and so I think it was yesterday. I had a speaking engagement, and I was a little nervous going into it. And I literally just closed my eyes for just a few moments, not forever, obviously. And I just visualized being successful and coming across fluid, and all the positive things. And I can attest it works. So thank you for sharing that. And
Thank
by
you.
the way, you have the sexy voice. That's what I'm hearing. It's a
I'm like,
sexy
what type of
voice.
voice is this? I'm like,
It's a sexy voice. It
right.
is. So
Maybe
we're gonna
close
roll
your
with that
eyes,
one.
take a breath. That might
Right.
have worked.
Right. Right. So yeah. So I just wanted to add that it's a sexy voice. That's what I'm hearing.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate that.
absolutely. So the next one was for the body, right? So my tip for the body is to prioritize sleep.
Yes.
Okay. I think that the majority of us take it sleep for granted. That we just prepare ourselves for bed, we get in bed, and then hopefully we'll fall asleep. Some people play on their phones and that kind of stuff. I'm going to recommend and suggest that when it's time for you to go to bed, at least an hour before you go to bed, stop drinking any liquids. That's just my thing, because it's going to wake you up in the middle of the night. You're going to have to go to the bathroom. That disrupts your sleep. Prior to even doing all of that, is make sure that your sleeping arrangement affords you the benefit of not having external light, external noise, anything that's going to distract or disrupt your sleep. One of the things that I do to make sure that I do get a good night's sleep is I wear, what do you call them, those earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I live in the middle of the desert, and so every once in a while there are coyotes and all these things literally fighting outside of our house. And so I have learned to be able to tune all of that out and have a good night's sleep is by putting earplugs. And literally, I hear nothing. I sometimes wear a mask if I feel like I need extra darkness, but our room is pretty dark. So just be conscious of your sleeping environment. No noise, no distractions. And again, like I said, stop drinking liquids before you go to bed, so you can just go straight to bed and have a sound sleep. So
I
that's my
love
tip
that.
for the body.
I love that. If you plan and you have a routine, a sleep routine, that can
Right?
help your body get adjusted and you can fall asleep and have deeper sleep. And deeper sleep is that what we need to fulfill and regenerate versus that just
Absolutely.
that surface sleep where you wake up
Right?
still tired and burnt out.
Right, right. No, and that is so true. It just truly. I think again, I said it in the beginning. I think the majority of us take it for granted. I'm just going to go to sleep, and if I get enough sleep, if I wake up groggy, that's just par for the course. And that's not necessarily the truth. If you are, like you said, practicing a sleeping regimen and have a routine in place to afford you a good night's sleep. So that was
Definitely.
my tip. So thank you for
Okay.
adding on. I
I,
appreciate it.
I love that. I love that. Okay.
Yes.
And then mine is a progressive muscle relaxation for the body. And
Ooh,
this gives your body a chance to relax. A lot of times when we're tense and we're stressed out and we're overwhelmed, our body is tense. We hold our breath, and tension gets stored in our shoulders and our lower back and hips and things like that.
mm,
So there's something called a progressive muscle relaxation where you start off with tensing up certain parts of your body while you're breathing in, and you hold
mm,
it and then you release it. And so it's actually practicing focusing, intentionally releasing. So then, in other times when you're in fight or flight, or you're stressed, or you're overwhelmed, and you notice your body is tense up, then you can take a breath and you can relax because you've practiced that. So again, I'm not going to read what it is, but I'm not going to read it in my sexy voice. But you start with your toes. You take a deep breath in. You curl your toes and you hold it for a second. Then you release and you breathe out. Now you move up to your calves. You breathe in and you tense them and you hold them. Then you release. Then you move up to your thighs and your stomach and your shoulders and your neck. Finally, your face, like, tensing your face up. And then
right.
you relax. And so your muscles, like each one, releases tension. And you can use that technique anytime at your desk, at your house. Like if you're in the car driving in traffic and you notice that
Mm,
your neck hurts and your back hurts, like go ahead and force it. You're already tense, but like, tense up for a little bit and breathe and
right.
release it, and you notice your muscles start relaxing and stuff like that. So
Sure.
progressive muscle relaxation. And you can also Google that on YouTube, and they have guided ones, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes. So all these things that we're talking about doing, you don't have to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes on it if you don't have it. I hear people all the time saying, well, I don't have time for that. If you can't find a minute, if you can't find 2 or 3 minutes in 24 hours to
Right.
take some time for your mind, body, or spirit, that's another conversation that we'll have to address somewhere else, because
Right.
we all have a minute to
Yes.
do this. So that's
Yes.
my tip for the body.
No, I love that because for me, actually, I wish I had that tip when I went live earlier, thinking that it was 3:30 here or it was 3:30 there. I found myself getting tense, like I don't know, right? And I think for me, I carry a lot of stress in my shoulders and in my hips, and being conscious of when you are feeling that stress and that tenseness. Um, Making it a practice to recognize it, and then like you said, do these particular exercises. I was doing it while you were talking.
Yeah.
Actually, I was doing this one because I was feeling a little tense.
Yeah.
And like you said, everyone has a minute. You're in your car, and I don't want to get graphic, but you're in the bathroom. You have a minute.
Yeah.
You do. You have a minute to I like to say de-escalate your stress, right?
Right.
So thank you for that tip.
Yeah, and most of when we go through stress and challenges, most of our tensing up is involuntary. We just do it by habit. So if you
Right.
practice this is voluntary. This is controlling your muscles. This is controlling your tension and your stress. So then you're kind of owning it. So then that practice can be like put on to when it just happens, and then you can recognize, oh, I am tense, but let me do this because I know I've done this when I wasn't really that tense and I was practicing it, and your body can calm down and re-regulate a little bit faster.
True. Very good. Very, very good.
All
Yes.
right.
All right, where are we at? I
Let's
don't
hit
even
them with the
know.
emotions. Let's hit them with the spirit
With the
emotions.
spirit. So, for the spirit for me, because this is something that I've had to cultivate, and I am encouraging everyone to start a practice of cultivating gratitude, right? Something that you said last week, and I'm going to paraphrase it, is having a morning routine and before you even get out of bed type of thing. I am finding cultivating gratitude for me does start before I even get out of bed, right? I woke up this morning and to be, transparent, I wasn't feeling all that great about stuff. I was just, going through my emotions or whatever else is going on. But I was laying there in bed and I was like, I'm grateful. I woke up this morning. I may not have everything I want. I may not, have this or that or blah, blah, whatever, fill in the blanks. But I woke up this morning and I have mobility. I have my senses about me. I have a roof over my head. I have, the things that I need, right? And so I was laying there in bed and I was just like, I'm feeling so grateful for these things. And as I started repeating the things that I was feeling grateful for, I noticed that my disposition just started changing completely. I just started feeling like, yep, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to yoga, I'm going to do my yoga thing. And even that just added to it. So one of the things that I find for some of my clients that I work with is starting a gratitude journal. And Jamila, I think that you actually have one. We'll talk about that in just a second. But starting a gratitude journal, I think, is so important in the process of cultivating gratitude because writing down what you are grateful for brings it to life, right? So when you're seeing it and you're writing it, it's all connecting like, yeah, I'm feeling good that I have this. I'm feeling great that, this is how my life is unfolding. And we all have something to be grateful for. I know
Definitely.
people are like, I don't have anything to be grateful for. Yeah, you do. You really, truly do. When you stop and really think about it, you have something to be grateful for. It may not be the same things that go on in my life or your life, but dissect your life for just a split second and find that at least that one thing. Be grateful that you are still alive because some people didn't wake up this morning. Some people didn't finish out this day. So cultivating gratitude is something that I think is extremely important for my spiritual well-being. And so that's why I added it to the list for our purpose here.
Okay, okay. And I don't know if I had the same one because I think I might have the same one.
Yeah, okay. What do we have? Go
I
ahead. Tell
can
me what
I
you got.
can piggyback and add off to that because a lot of
Okay.
my clients tell me the same thing. They have nothing to be grateful for.
Yeah.
So I let them know. Well, start with your body. Imagine if you broke your foot and you broke your leg and you had to be in a cast and rolled around for about 6 months or whatever, and you didn't have the mobility to come in and out this door and to dance. Well, let's say, something happened and you couldn't hear anymore and you lost your sight. Or, you know, we don't go down the slippery slope of it, but we talk about that and cultivating gratitude for your body.
Right.
So, one way is in the shower. When I'm in the shower, thank you for this soap. Thank you for the water. Thank you, I'm able to pay this water bill. Thank you, it's hot water. And I'm not bathing in cold water because it could be cold water. I'll be thankful for water, but thank
That's
you for the
right.
hot water. Thank you for
Right.
this soap. Thank you for
Right.
this space. Thank you for the safety and the security. Thank you for my feet. So then I tell them, so start your practice just for your body for the day. Are you
Right.
thankful for your toes, for your feet that walk everywhere? Are you thankful for the legs that carry you up? Are you thankful
Right.
for your stomach that's able to digest food so you have fuel to go? Are you
Right.
thankful for your heart beating? Because if your heart stopped beating, you wouldn't be here. Are you thankful for a sane mind? Because at any moment we could be 5150 and we
Okay.
unless you in 5150, but even so are you thankful for a sane mind? So then we can start off with the basics. Then we
Right.
can be like, okay, let's look inside your home and let's take the home apartment. Are you thankful to have a place to live? If
Thank
you're
you.
staying somewhere, where are you thankful that you have somewhere to stay? Are you
Right.
thankful that you're not on the street because it's cold outside? And when I drive down the street at night when I go home, I see people sleeping on the streets and we pass out blessing bags and essential bags to them because it's cold out there. So are you
Right.
thankful that you have a blanket, that you have a roof over your head?
Right.
Oh, I don't like my job. Okay, but you have a job.
You have a
You
job.
can make
Right.
moves. You don't have to be stuck. So
Right.
cultivating that gratitude practice may take time, but the more
Right.
you do it daily, the more you can look and find things to be grateful for. And what I want
Right.
to say for those people that it's hard for them, I have accountability partner. Me and my best friend, Candace
Mm.
Nicole, whatever she want to be called, from high school. We have an app called Marco Polo, but it can even be by text. And so sometimes we get away from it, but we, for years now, when we check
Yes.
in, we will be like, okay, today, three things that I'm grateful for. And I'll share mine and she'll share hers. So
Right.
find a partner, find a friend, find a boyfriend, girlfriend, accountability person at work that you can say, hey, I want to cultivate more gratitude. I want to
Right.
cultivate more appreciation. I want to, expand my mindset. Would you be willing to work on this with me? So, like, at the end of the day, let's check in. Man, I had some lunch today and that fish was good. Man, that client told me I really helped her and that she really
Right.
utilized something. Oh, man,
Right.
I got this person, I found $5 extra in my wallet. Like,
Right.
I could go get, a snack or something like that.
Right.
So if you
Right.
actually cultivate, and if you have a partner, like you said, when you're laying in the bed, at the end of the day, talk about three things you both are grateful for. You can
Right.
cultivate gratitude together. When you wake up, you can talk about three things that you're grateful for waking up. You can cultivate gratitude together. So it doesn't always have to be on your own. If you are struggling to find things to be grateful for, talk to one of your friends and you guys can do it together and piggyback off of each other like we just did.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
I love that. I seriously, I love that so much that you even brought that up as a great example of how to practice gratitude or to help cultivate it. Because I think bouncing off of each other as sisters or whatever whatever your friends you call them or whatever, I think that is so valuable because it does it for me it gives me a release of, yeah, you know what, today was kind of difficult, but I'm so grateful that I had A, B, and C or whatever, right? And I think too what you just said, Jamila, is at night, like before you go to bed. I think you said this, or maybe I just heard it. Okay,
Yeah.
I say maybe I just heard it, I don't know. But before you go to sleep at night, even if you don't have a partner, you can say it out loud what you are grateful for, because I think that sets the tone for the next day,
Yes, it
right?
does. Yep.
I think so. So,
Yes,
yeah,
yes. And like you said, I have a whole gratitude journal. And
right,
so I will write it down and I will
right.
speak it. And I like to do it at the end of the night because it sets me up to sleep like better.
Yes,
But I
yes.
also like to do it in the morning. So I mean, you don't have to be an overachiever like me, but my gratitude practice is in the morning and in the evening because when I want to wake up, I want to, and it starts even before my feet hit the floor.
The
I think
ground,
I told you
right,
before I even open, like when I'm conscious that I'm awake,
right.
before I even open my eyes, I'm like, thank you that it's warm in here. Thank you
Right.
for these covers. Thank you that
Yes,
my kids are healthy and we got through another night.
right.
Thankfully, I'm waking up, it's safe, it's quiet.
Yes,
So I'm already, before I even get out the bed, most people are thinking about their problems and issues and
yes.
challenges and the to do list of yesterday, the to do list of
Right,
today. So I'm going
right,
to encourage you to
right,
wake up and ground yourself in things that you can appreciate, things that you can be
right,
grateful for, and then go to sleep with it too. And just
right,
try it out for 30 days. Try it out for
right,
the rest of the year and see how
right,
you feel in January by practicing an attitude of gratitude, by
right.
practicing appreciation.
I 100% agree. And I would implore people, if you are one of those individuals that the first thing that you do is grab your phone at night before you go to bed, or grab your phone the first thing in the morning, stop,
Yep.
stop, and start practicing the cultivation of gratitude. You don't have, like you said, and I think you said it, you don't have to spend 8 hours just, laying in bed talking about your gratitude. You don't have to spend 8 hours writing about it. But I believe wholeheartedly starting your day and ending your day in gratitude, like you said, over time, you will start seeing a difference, not only in your mental health, but in your physical health as well. That's what I
Definitely.
think.
I
So,
agree. I
yeah.
agree.
Yay.
Yes. So that is our mind, body, emotions, spiritual tips and tools.
Yes.
I know you have some resources. When
Yes.
we post these live videos, we can drop the links, to our
Yes.
resources. You want to tell them about what you have?
Yes. Not really, because I always forget. So no,
Okay.
I always forget. I know it stands stan.store. I think it's / mindful balance coaching, but I will drop it in the link. What I really wanted to share, though, if you don't mind, Jamila, is that gratitude journal that you do have. If you can maybe talk about that and share that, I think
Yes.
it's brilliant.
So I should already have the link up, so I can. I'm like, I'm like on three devices right now. Um, but yes, if you go to stanstore.com and look up ceome.llc, and that is the name of my page, ceome.llc, and I'll drop the link here. But I have a free gratitude journal. I have different planners and I have different journals and things like that. But I really want to give this to people that really need it. So I have a free downloadable ebook that is a gratitude journal that has prompts, that has tips, that has tools. It has beautiful pictures that can help you visualize and be inspired and motivated and encouraged.
Wow.
And it's a free download. All you have to do is put your name and email, and it gets sent right to you. So I'm going to pin that here when we are done with the live.
Awesome.
And download
Yeah.
your free gratitude journal and start today.
That's so awesome. No, seriously, I think that's a blessing all by itself. So thank you for doing that. Seriously, I might even just hop on over there and check it out.
Yeah.
But I know it's fabulous, and there's no doubt about it. It is meaningful, and it's going to help a lot of people. So
Thank you.
I 100% support that.
Thank you.
100%.
Yes. Well, we will
Yes.
both drop
Yes.
our
Yes.
links.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we
Yes.
absolutely will. I'm still building my stand store or getting it together. It's there. So, but the link will be in there. There are some free resources as well there. People can check it out and all that good stuff. But I'm just encouraging anyone who takes the time to listen to us through these Instagram lives to really understand that we are trying to cultivate a community of better mental health, right? And being mindful and living a happier, healthier life, right? So I'm going to continue to encourage people. Please check out Dr. Banks's stand.store, whatever, however it goes. But it's all in the link. And when you have a moment, please check out my store as well, because there are free resources in
Yes.
both that I know will help others and benefit them. So thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. I don't know if you saw any questions. If anybody had any questions or comments or things that they wanted to say before we log off, you can also DM us. You can also message Ms. Frankie or me if you have topic ideas. If you are going through something that you want us to touch on, that you need a tip or a tool or resource, feel free to message me. Feel free to message her, and we can cultivate that into our next session, or we'll be happy to send you some resources to help you along the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Yes.
So then our next live is the 15th of November.
Yes.
That's my understanding. That's a Friday, the 15th. Again, it is 3:30
Thank you.
Pacific Standard Time. So I will touch base with all my Arizonans just to remind us that, we have not moved, but you all are now at 3:30. So we are going Pacific Standard Time, 3:30 on the 15th of November.
Yes,
So
we are.
we'll continue with our tips and continue this journey forward.
Yes, we will.
Yes, I love you.
I love you too. Well, thank you guys for joining. We appreciate you. Come back and leave us a comment, because we are going to both post this on our pages. We would appreciate any comments. We would appreciate any shares and any feedback, because we are here for you. These tips and tools and techniques that we've compiled over the years, we just want to share with others. So give us some feedback.
Yep.
And thank you for the comment that we are amazing. We appreciate it.
Yes. That's my Pilates instructor. Hello.
Hi,
I
Pilates
love you.
instructor.
Hi, Laura. I love you. Yes, we're going to keep going. So we are loving this. So thank you for joining us.
All
Yep.
right.
So until next week.
Until next week, well, we
All
are
right.
signing out. Have a good day on purpose the rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And until
Yes.
next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.